What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. And before I start this video, I just want to apologize. The quality is going to be really bad because I'm using my phone to film, and I'm not going to be doing any editing on this video, so I can't edit out like the stupid things I say, so just be prepared for that. So basically for this video, I just kind of wanted to give you guys kind of like a background on why Fall Out Boy means so much to me. I never really told you guys like the real story of why, like, not just their music but them as like people, mean like the absolute world to me. And okay, I guess I'll just start from when I was young. Basically, I became a fan of their music during the Infinity on High era of Fall Out Boy. So I didn't really know them as people yet because like YouTube and all that fun stuff didn't exist yet. And so I just had like their music. I'd never like saw their interviews or anything like that. So, I just really love their music. And finally, I get to go to a show. I'm around, I don't know, 13 or whatever. And, I didn't really know who any of them were aside from Pete. And the reason I knew who he was is because, everyone back then knew who Pete Wentz was. Like, think like a One Direction. Like, he was like a heartthrob. Like, people just loved him. Everyone had a crush on him. Everybody loved him. I didn't. Like, I was one of the weird ones that really didn't. Like, I mean, I love Pete, but he was just never really my thing. So I remember going to the show, and I remember thinking, like, how come nobody, like, talks about, like, the lead singer? Like, nobody even really knows his name. Nobody really cares about him. And, like, back then, it was, like, very band heavy. It was very, mainstream. And people knew the lead singer more than anybody else. So I remember watching him, and he was so, like, reserved. Like, he literally just stood in one spot the entire, like, show. He didn't, like, move, and you could just tell he was very uncomfortable and very shy and awkward. He never talked to anybody. Like, I mean, that hasn't changed, but he was just very, like, I don't know, shy. And so I just kind of attached myself to him in, like, this weird, like, way because I was very awkward. I was very shy, and once I started like getting into Fall Out Boy, I was at a new school. I was in middle school. Our family just moved, because we were a military family, and I always felt very out of place, very awkward, very shy, and I was told, basically like even after like this moment, my whole life that being shy and having anxiety and feeling awkward, like, you're not gonna go anywhere. Like, I've been told from my dad, I've been told from like my boss, like at work, like, you're just too shy to be a trainer, you're just too, you're just too awkward to make it in this world, you're just gonna end up working for somebody, like, that's all you're gonna do. And to see Patrick being a singer and being uncomfortable at it at first, and then you see where he is now, and you see soul punk, he's just such an inspiration to me personally. Like, just him, not so much the band. When I talk about this, he is like my hero when it comes to that, because it's documented very well how uncomfortable and how shy he was, the first few years of being in Fall Out Boy. Like, he wanted to be the drummer, he didn't want to sing, he didn't want to be the center of attention, he wanted to hide. He had the sideburns and the long hair and the hoodies to hide. And then you see where he is now with his production career, like his solo project, like where, like, the role that he's taken in Fall Out Boy now. He just inspires me and makes me believe that, yeah, like, people who aren't dominant, people who like are more reserved, are gonna be okay in this world. Like, I have an anxiety disorder. Like, haven't talked to you guys about that before, but I do. And social situations are very uncomfortable for me, and to look up to somebody like him, who it was obvious, like, he doesn't just say it for publicity. It was obvious back then how uncomfortable and how shy he was. He never wanted to like answer questions in interviews. He was just very, quiet, and he is so successful that he's a millionaire now, and he can overcome his like shyness on stage. Like, he goes and talks to his fans all the time, and he's just somebody that I look up to. I have looked up to since I was a little kid, and it's not just a celebrity crush thing for me. Like, of course, when I was like 13 years old, he was my celebrity crush, and probably still is. he's always been, but he's just so much more than that. And I didn't want y'all to think that I'm just like a crazy fangirl. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my hero. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll probably post more this week trying out this app thing. But I hope you guys all have a great week, and ask me questions. I want to do a Q&A, so ask me whatever you want, or don't, whatever you want to do. Okay, bye.